Hello everyone, I am Kurt, and in this video I will show you how to create this illustration of a coffee mug in Adobe Illustrator using different tools and techniques. These easy illustrations, such as this coffee mug, are excellent to get to know the different Adobe Illustrator tools, so don't hesitate to open Illustrator and draw along with me. We start with drawing a simple square with the rectangle tool. And I will give it a nice soft blue fill color and a stroke width of 10 points. I will round off the corners a bit by click and dragging the Live Corners widget. These are the small dots that you can see near the corners. So, with a second rectangle I continue the design of the mug. And I will give this a nice soft white yellowish fill color. Next I will break up these two shapes for further design purposes. You will notice later in the video why, and to do this I will use the Pathfinder tool, divide with the two shapes selected. So you can see the layer has three shapes now. I will not use this group, so let's ungroup these three shapes. Every shape has its own stroke, so let's make sure these shapes are aligned to each other. And next, I want to duplicate this layer with the different shapes and remove the fill of the shapes to only keep the strokes. I can rename this layer to strokes. That's good. I just want these strokes to be on top of my other layers. This way the edges are always neat and clear. Now, let's draw the handle with the ellipse tool. With Command C and Command F, I paste a copy of the circle in front of the first circle, and I make this second circle larger. Next, I draw a vertical line straight through the center of the circles. With the two circles and the line selected, I now can create the handle with the Shape Builder tool. With the Option key pressed, I can delete the parts of the shapes that I no longer need. Let me demonstrate. With the Option key pressed, the selector gets a minus sign, meaning that the shaded selected area will be deleted. So let's delete what is not needed. The handle will get also a nice blue color. So let's put the handle on the right spot. And also for the handle, I will make a copy of the stroke layer. Next, I will create the highlights on the handle and the cup. For the highlight of the cup, I draw a circle of the size I want. And align it correctly with the handle. Next, I cut off the unnecessary part with a scissors tool. With the scissors tool selected, when you click on the path, you can divide the path in different parts. Then I will give the highlight a thicker stroke, a lighter color, and I make sure the stroke has nice rounded caps. Now let's create a highlight on the mug with the rectangle tool. With a white fill, no stroke, and an opacity of 50%. Now let me show you how I make a shadow on the handle with the same technique of the shape builder. I duplicate the shape of the handle, give it a darker fill, and I draw a line to mark where the shadow will end. Next, I will delete the unnecessary elements of the shadow. And I use a similar technique for the shadows on the cup 3 more times. Let me demonstrate. For the shadows, I use a black fill and I adjust the opacity. Here is the second shadow. You can see now that the strokes of the shapes are always on top, giving a neat look to every element of the mug. And finally a shadow at the bottom of the mug. Here I need to make one final adjustment to resolve this issue with the shadows. And with the 100% opacity layer of the bottom shadow on top of the other shadows, this looks a lot better. And we are done. An easy exercise, but oh so useful to practice and to get to know the tools in Illustrator. And now you can get a coffee. If this was useful for you, I would appreciate to let me know in the comments so I can make more of these videos in the future. Cheers. Bye bye.